Good morning, Writing 394, and welcome to halfway through week 2. So there's a couple of things that I want to point out to you. I love how these discussions are going. You can see I'm plotting through your discussions, and what I appreciate the most, let me see if I can get over here quickly, is your willingness to take risks. And so especially with this week 2 discussion series, the risks that you are taking, oops, I don't know why I'm still on this one. The risks that you're taking with inputting information shows me that you're willing to explore the options available. And that's the whole purpose of our week 2 library assignment with investigating. Oh, why is this still over here? Sorry. Week 2 is really focused on honing in that research. I apologize for being a little scatterbrained this morning here while I'm trying to give you guys an update. So the library tutorial 1, 2, and 3, I highly recommend make sure that you watch these videos and before you go into the discussions for the week. They talk to you and teach you. They talk with you and teach to you how to navigate the UMUC OneSource library. And that is the subject of a second screencast that will be coming up in just a few minutes as soon as I close this weekly update. Then we'll get to that. Of most importance are 2 timely topics. 1, assignments. So I want to share with you, several have emailed me, and I hope that this screencast helps to clear it up. Do you notice inside of the assignments there are 2 separate folders? The rough draft should be uploaded in here, and then your final assignment should be uploaded into this second folder. So the rough drafts are bolded. I think maybe what I should do is put the, change the color font on there so that it's more easily distinguished. But for those of you that accidentally submitted your rough draft into the final assignment, would you resubmit it into the rough draft folder? Don't worry about it. It is, it's not going to impede or anything. I only assess the latest submission. So you can still, once you take a look at the feedback and then integrate it into your final paper, you can still resubmit it into the assignment folder there. I believe it holds up to 5 papers. So maybe it's even more. I'll double check on that and make sure. So don't worry about setting in too many submissions. I only look at the latest example, and that way you know that you have the feedback on the last submission that you sent. So I hope that clarifies it. If you are one of these 8 that has submitted it into the assignment folder, please just submit it into the rough draft folder. The second thing that I need to share with you is that I need to show you, remember I was telling you about these magic squares up here in the drive? And they are your documents. I need to show you how to download a document as a PDF. Now, if you're using your Google Drive, let me see here. I have this sample paper that I shared with you the other day. What you want to do is, once you have your paper pulled up inside of your drive, this is the easiest way I know how to share this with you. And again, my computer is just taking forever this morning. I'm not even sure what's going on. There we go. So if I go under File and I say Download As, if I select a PDF, it will automatically download it into my Downloads file. So you can do this straight from your, basically your email. You're in your email, you go to your drive, you open up the document, you download it, and then it's on your computer. Once it's on your computer, you can upload it into your drive, and that way you'll have a copy that you can access at all times. So the reason I mention that is that several of the papers, I don't know why, I think it was the version of Word that was used. I could not open it. My version of Word would not recognize it or open it. I can see that the paper is loaded. I can see that it was submitted, and I can see what length it is, but I can't open the file. So if I sent you a quick email and said, hey, could you please look this, download this as a PDF and then resubmit it. And then that brings me to the topic of where to find your feedback. I'm going to go into an older course and pull up the assignment file and share with you. See the same thing, we have the rough draft. So if I have in this rough draft here, you'll notice that here's the file. This is what my portion of it looks like. This is from a former student. I'm going to pull this up, and inside of it, you'll see on the side this feedback. Now, sometimes it's written feedback. If you click on this hyperlink, that's the screencast for your writing assignment of your rough draft. So if you click on that screencast and listen to it, it will offer you all of the information and feedback to your rough draft. And the intent and purpose of feedback is to help you integrate or help you in a host of ways. And the idea is for you to integrate those suggestions into a final paper and upload that into the final file. So here's the rough draft. It's the first one, and then the final, and it stays the same throughout. So you have a rough draft file for writing assignment number 2 and a final, a rough draft for 3 and a final, a rough draft for 4 and a final. So I hope that that was helpful. Please remember that you are expected to. There is a grade. It's I believe it's 20% of the total grade for discussions, and there are 2 each week, except for I believe it's week 7. You're expected to post your initial post for that specific discussion by Wednesday, and then to reply in response to at least 2 classmates in most instances by Sunday, the close of that week. So please make sure that you are doing them timely. There is a difference in scoring. So if it's not posted on time, you'll notice that. You should have read that in the syllabus. If the discussions are not posted on time, the score, the assessment value goes down. So these are great ways to maintain that line of conversation with your classmates. One of the things I love about an online course is it allows me to think for a longer time on an individual topic. So perhaps the discussion thread is something that you're really focused on with respect to identifying a topic inside of your workplace, and you're able to sit inside of that topic and work through that topic on a daily basis. Very likely there will be a discussion topic or 2 or 3 or 5 that focus on how to help you hone in your research, how to help you hone in your questioning with respect to that. So these discussion topics are designed to dig you further into the topics themselves, and then also allow you to converse with your course mates. So while we might be able to sit at our kitchen table in our fuzzy slippers with a cup of coffee and answer, that is our dialogue. It is just like we're in the classroom. These are our 4 walls right around here, as opposed to a lecture hall. So please take advantage of those discussions. I interact with each one of you and each one of your posts. I can't always get to all of the additional posts, but I do interact with each one of your initial posts. So I look forward to continuing those conversations, and woohoo, halfway through week 2.